Wonderful. Come on, you're almost done. Just a little bit more and it's over. No sense quitting now. Shit, that was the last one too. Sam should have another one over on her desk. I don't even know what's happening now. Well, I've done better in the past, but I'm too beat to go on. Should be good enough for a decent grade, though. Maybe I can get a few bonus marks if I drop it off in his office tonight instead of handing it in during class. It's a long shot, but every little bit's gonna help. Okay, alright, let's drop it off downstairs in Professor McAllister's office. Okay. Okay, it's time to see if I can convince him to fork over a little extra credit. Guess he's not here after all. I guess he forgot to lock his door or something. He'll just leave my essay on top of the pile for him. God damn it, I forgot to staple it together. Well, I guess I'm hunting for supplies again. For fuck's sake, really? What's this, a supply closet? Shh, I think she's coming. Put your shirt back on. I'm trying, it's cramped in here. Oh god. Hold on, I just gotta zip back up. Damn it, don't lean on the door. Oh, it's those two. Ahem. You need something, Minx? I came to drop off my essay. Pile's over there. I needed a stapler? Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, don't get huffy because we got caught. You're the one who was supposed to lock the door. I was supposed to lock the door? You were supposed to lock the door. It's your office. Yeah, which means you're the last one to use the door. Should I go or come back later or something? No, why bother? Might as well mark your essay right now and get this over with. Come over here and we'll get this settled. Is he gonna fuck us over? So this one's yours? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Well then. So how'd I do? It's probably the best of yours I've ever seen. It's probably the best work of yours I've seen in a while. Definitely worth at least a 70. Right on. How about time? About time I got a decent mark. There's something troubling me about it though. You and that Sam kid, you share a dorm together, right? Yeah, just at the end of the hall. Why'd you ask? Because I've read Sam's essay already, and now that I've read yours, I can't help noticing the similarities. In fact, they're almost identical when you compare them side by side. You're not suggesting that I plagiarised that essay, are you? I'm suggesting that they're uncannily similar. I'm more than a little disappointed, Minx. If you fess up to it now, I'll give you to the end of the night to write me another one. If not, I'm going to have to fail you out of the class. That's insanity. I didn't copy that essay. I couldn't have copied that essay. I just finished it tonight. Fuck you, Sam! You got the only copy of Sam's paper and she hasn't been home all night. Well, where is she then? I don't know. She hasn't been home all night. I swear to you, though, I didn't copy that paper. Well then, I've got no recourse but to flunk you immediately. I'm sorry, Minx, but it looks like you won't be passing my class. Don't you think you're being a little harsh, Jeff? I mean, we haven't proven anything yet, really. My class, my student, my rules. Excuse me while I go get the paperwork. Can we kill him? Let's kill him. This is ridiculous and so unfair. Relax, kiddo, it's not as bad as you think. He's just mad we got interrupted, that's all. Look, I'll work on calling him down so you've got time to explain. But you're going to have to do something for me in return. What's that? One of my students, Jinx, is down at the bluffs right now and could probably use a hand. She's trying to catch a photo of the comet passing by tonight. If you're willing to go down and be of assistance, I'll see what I can do about the raging bull. What do you say? I guess I don't have much of a choice, do I? Here we are at the bluffs. Hi, Jinx. This is going to be quite a sweet moment, I'm suspecting. Stupid hunk of junk. I should probably go see what's up. I'm glad you finally decided to show up, Minx. I was starting to worry you'd change your mind. You wouldn't do that to me, though, would you? I said I'd be here. So here I am. Well, I'm glad. Oh, you're not still worried about your friend, are you? I just don't want Sam getting hurt, that's all, even though she stole my fucking essay! We share a lot together, and if one of us is hurting the other, it's undoubtedly due. It's funny how life's like that, isn't it? Sometimes when people are really close, they wind up sharing a fate. Your lives are so intertwined that what affects one invariably affects the other. Then again, I suppose that's true for everyone and everything, isn't it? In the web that connects all life, you can't shake one end without disturbing the other. Look at me ramble on and on like that. There's no need to be sorry. It's interesting to talk about. You have a really unique outlook on life. Thanks. Look, there's nobody out here but us. Let's just enjoy this for tonight and we can figure the rest out tomorrow. Yeah, alright. What harm could it do? Alright, let's see if we can get this thing working properly. Nope, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. No sense fiddling with it anymore. It'll probably only get worse. Just gotta leave it and see what happens. No guarantees it'll work out. So what do we do now? Well, I guess now we wait. Come on, let's sit down for a minute. Are you cold at all? No, I'm alright. The fire's looking really nice tonight. Yeah, so are you. Now, who's flirting with who? You don't look so bad yourself. I'm really glad you're here. Yeah, me too. It just feels perfect, you know? Like whoever we got here, it was supposed to happen. Do you believe in stuff like that? I don't know. It's hard to say. Is everything just random? Or do we get a choice in how life turns out? I honestly wish I knew. Whether it's random or by design. Either way, I'm glad this is where we ended up. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Nobody else I'd rather be with. Yeah, me too. Wow. Yeah, I felt it too. That's fucking great. Oh, I'm a little bit tearful. That was cute. The music is fucking awesome as well. Oh shit. And we ruined Sam's life. Oh my god. Holy shit. Day 12. Good morning, baby girl. Sorry if the noise woke you up. I'm an early riser myself and I can't help but start out over a pot of coffee. Here, let me bring you some. Where'd you get off yesterday, by the way? I was hoping to see you off at the church, but I guess I missed you. I went exploring the town a little. Didn't know you were expecting me. Just wanted to see what this town had to offer and all, you know? Oh, I hear you loud and clear. Where'd you end up, if you don't mind me asking? I reckon you got in pretty late, considering you weren't here when I got home. Just exploring. Nothing too serious, you know? Well, I guess there's no harm in that. It's good to get a lay of the land when you're in a new place. Most people think the strip club across the road's all this place has to offer. I'm glad to see you took the initiative to see all Salt City's got going on. Yeah, but enough about that. I want to talk to you about San Verdano. What about it? Well, it's an awful long way to travel from Dubstan, don't you think? It's important to me to be there, I guess. But have you decided why yet? I'm not judging or questioning your motives. I just think it's something worth asking yourself. I'm here to help you no matter what you ask of me, and no matter what happens. San Verdano is a means to something else, but you gotta know what that is. All I'm saying is that I want you to be sure of the direction we're going, and the reasons for it. Am I sure of why I'm going to San Verdano? I'm sure. We're gonna win Jinx back. Alright then, you know the course from here on out. You're gonna be calling the shots for real now, but just follow your gut and things will be fine. Speaking of San Verdano, how are we getting there anyway? No offense, but this trailer doesn't look like it's got too road ready. Nah, you're right. The old gypsy's gotten a little fat in her old age. She's none too fit for a road trip these days. We're riding in something a heck of a lot more stylish. I've got one heck of a vehicle. You're gonna love it, baby girl. It's the fastest, shiniest, most reliable hot rod you've ever seen. You've got a convertible? You bet we do. That's it, if we can get the keys back. Oh shit, that is if we can get the keys back. What do you mean? Well, a couple of months ago, it got impounded at mechanic stands. It's that garage and scrapyard across the way, but I'm sure it's nothing a simple conversation can't solve. In fact, why don't you finish up the coffee and meet me there? No sense in putting it off any longer, I suppose, right? No, I guess not. Anyway then, see you in a bit. I guess we're going to mechanic stands. That's the twist of this. That's not the point, preacher. The car's not leaving this shop until I'm paid back in full. Maybe next time don't bet more than you can afford to lose, huh? Right, I know I've learned my lesson. And you'll be right there just waiting for me when I slip up again too. Do you ever get tired of profiting off others' failings? Possibly. I haven't had too much of a break to ponder it though. Let's kill him. Hey, I'll cut you a deal since we're old friends and all. You want this car out of here so badly? How about we take one final bet for all the marbles? I just can finish construction on the track out back. I've been meaning to give it a good test run. One lap, fastest across the finishing line walks away with the victor. You win, that's cleared and you get the keys back. Come on, Stan, I'm not falling for that again. I made a promise to God. Well, we wouldn't want to upset the big spooky almighty now, would we? Sound like Mark's having a bit of trouble. Let's kill him. You may want to talk to your buddy there. Can you pick up a wrench and club him to death with that? No? Okay. Who's your little friend, preacher? Don't tell me you're turning this sweet young thing into a nun. This is Minx. She's the reason I need the car back. Well, why didn't you say so? Heck, if you're not willing to bet on your ride, I might as well extend the offer to Minx here. So what'd you say? Ever wanted to own a hot rod before? I've still technically got the right to do whatever I like with the preacher's car. Which one is that exactly? Well, it's obviously the shittier of the two. Nothing beats my car. Come on, let's see how well you can guess. Blue one? Wrong! Ha, as if the preacher could afford something as exquisite as the Indigo Demon. Nope, his is the far shittier Crimson Saviour. Good luck surviving a sharp turn with that thing. Don't sweat it, it's still one hell of a vehicle. Normally I wouldn't risk losing such leverage, but I like the way you look. If you're willing to gamble, then I'm game. What are the terms? One lap around my newly completed racetrack, fastest time wins. Provided you don't wipe out and wreck yourself, that is. You win, you get the keys to the preacher's car. I win? Now what do I want? If I win, you gotta work for free out back in the scrapyard for the next 3 months. And don't think you can run away from it either. Mechanic Stan always collects on debt side. 3 months? That's insane. How am I supposed to live making no money? Oh, don't worry about that. I'll throw you a loaf of bread or two every week. Wouldn't want you starving. Besides, I'm sure the good preacher will help look after you, right? It's not like he's going anywhere soon either. Now don't worry, I play fair on all my bets. You can ask the preacher man, he'll tell you. I'm no cheat. I'll give you as much time as you want to make sure the car's in good working order before we drive. Heck, I'll even let you work in my shop if you need to. Only rule I won't break on though is that once you say you're ready to go, there's no turning back. Gotta have some principles, you know what I mean? Let's kill him. Mark, what do you think? It's dangerous. Only a Stan a crafty bastard, but he's one hell of a driver. And as that may be, it's our only way out of town. There's no bus service to San Verdano, and I don't know where we could get another car. Then we don't have a choice, do we? We always have a choice, baby girl. Unfortunately, the alternative is giving up on San Verdano. I hope you no matter what you decide to do, but this decision is you have to make on your own. So what's it gonna be? Do I risk it all or give up? Of course we risk it all. If I'm not willing to risk it all myself, then what have I been doing this whole time? Alright Stan, you got a deal. I'll play your little game. Well then, let's shake on it and call it a day. I'm getting a little hungry and could use some lunch. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll see you two later. Don't try anything funny while I'm gone. Remember, God's watching. Let's kill him. You know, I'm not afraid of us losing. Where's that? I see it so clearly now. This is just a test of our faith. We're gonna be just fine, baby girl. We've got God on our side. Well, ain't that a relief? Well, let's take a look at the old beast and see how she's doing. It's been a while since I've checked under the hood of old Crimson Saviour. But there's nothing in there. Well, we made a big decision. Man, they sure don't make speed demons like this anymore. Can we sabotage his car? I guess I should probably talk to him. So how's it looking? You think we actually got a chance to win? Well, it ought to run just fine, but Stan's track is a little bit of a doozy. I reckon it's got a top speed high enough to clear the jump, but doesn't do the corners so well. We should find some time to take a look at the course when we get a chance. Odds are we can probably do a few upgrades on the cheap, but we gotta know what we need. I think that's enough excitement for today though. What do you say we grab some lunch at the Bacon Bun? There's someone I want you to meet, so how about I see you there in a couple of minutes? Sounds good to me. Better be free lunch, you fuck. Well, it sure beats walking to San Verdano, I guess. Could I get that second burger with no pickles? Second burger, huh? Did you order for me already? Wouldn't dream of it. This one's for Cara. Little thing can't stand pickles. Who the heck is Cara? Oh, I didn't mention, did I? She's my girlfriend, the love of my life. Why don't you order yourself something and come sit down? She'll be here any minute. I want 3 burgers, fuck you. I guess I should top up. Okay, I guess we're gonna eat. Not perfect, but it'll do. Where's your food, baby girl? You shouldn't be skipping out on meals, it's not too healthy. Here, take half of mine. You know it's not fancy, but boy, I love me some bacon bun. Quick service, you know? They don't keep you waiting on your food. Yeah, I guess so. Speaking of waiting around forever, where the heck is that woman? It's just like Cara to leave you hanging on a date while your meal goes cold. She's probably tied up with work again from that little she gets. She's probably tied up with work again from what little she gets. From what little she tells me, I gather her boss rides her pretty hard. That took fucking ages. By the way, when were you going to mention you had a girlfriend? I don't think it was that big of an issue. We haven't been dating too long, but I gotta say, the connection's definitely there. She's such a good and honest girl, got a real good heart, and a real pure soul. Maybe I speak a little prematurely, but I think she might be the one. Look at you getting all giddy about her. That's really sweet. Oh, I can't help it. When you get that feeling, the feeling gets you. Sometimes you just gotta be sure about certain people. Sometimes you're just sure about certain people. I can't talk today. You know what I mean, baby girl? A gut instinct that says you're meant to be together. It's often right. Good things happen when you follow your heart. Well, I'm happier than I've been in a long while anyhow. Carter's got a lot to do with that, I think. Speak of the devil. Sorry I'm late, babe. Work's was a killer so far today. I'm already dead tired. No problem at all, sugar. I want you to meet my friend. Cara, this is Minx. Minx, this is Cara. Pleasure to meet you, Minx. How are you enjoying Salt City so far? Mark mentioned you were from Dubstown? Yeah, this place sure is different. I like it. Seems like the city's got a bit of everything. That strip joint to the north seems pretty crazy, though. It's nothing but dim lighting and drunken idiots. Ain't nothing good can come from wasting your time there. Just thinking of those poor girls debasing themselves for money like that breaks my heart. I can't imagine how embarrassing it must be living for that sort of double life. Right, I hear you. Enough of that for now, though. How about we eat something? So what have you been up to today? Well, we just got back from Stan's shop. Looks like I'll be getting the keys back before long. You're not gambling again, are you? You know that never ends well when you're betting with that creep. No, we're not betting against him. I'm not betting against him, Minx is. I don't see how that's any better. Minx, don't tell me you really agreed to this. Afraid so. Already shook hands and everything. It's just a little race around Stan's track. What's the worst that could happen? You're kidding me, right? How does wrecking in a smouldering ball of fire sound? Mark, there's no way you're going to tell me that car's ready to race. I thought you said it was good as gold, a top-notch vehicle. Well, she is. Just Crimson Saber might need a few upgrades before she's in peak condition. What kind of upgrades are we talking about? Keep in mind we don't have a ton of money or time at this point. Well, I figure we'll need some new tyres for starters. Stan's track isn't Grand Prix material. Ha, you can say that again. What I mean is, it wouldn't do us any favours losing a wheel to some rogue shrapnel. Alright, where can I get those? On budget, they're going to have to come second hand. You know, I bet you could convince Darren over at the Big Dog Boxing Club to give you a set. He uses them for training his fighters, but membership's been a little low these days, so he'll have extras to spare. Okay, I'll talk to Darren about tyres then. Just be sure you're ready to break a sweat. Darren doesn't let anyone leave his club in a dry shirt. What else is on the list for repairs? What isn't on the list? Well, the gear shift has a tendency to stick, unfortunately. There's nothing worse than being on a straightaway and getting caught in low gear. Shouldn't be too hard to fix if we can find some industrial cleaner and give it a good rinse. Only problem is the stuff we need is really strong. Over-the-counter stuff won't cut it, I'm afraid. Where can we get that then? We'll need to find someone who deals with these sort of chemicals regularly. There's a fellow James, I think his name is. Hangs out near the closed-down supergas just north of the trailer park, I saw him. Troubled kid, but he knows his chemistry, that's for sure. You're not talking about the Skid Row weirdo, are you? You know what he does for a living, don't you? Never pay that any mind. It's not our place to judge. Some people ain't got the luxury of choosing their path in life. No sense looking down on them for it. Hey, whatever you two want. Now, I gather he's a bit of a paranoid sort, so prepared for a lot of mistrust. Alright, I'll see about paying him a visit. Is that everything then? Well, Crimson Saviour's never been too good at corners. Stan's course has got a curve sharper than a jagged tin can. Unless we upgrade the suspension, we might not handle it. Could wind up completely wiping out. New suspension? How the heck are we going to afford that? Well, you're right. They ain't cheap. Thankfully, though, Stan's not the only gearhead in town. Oh, yeah? Who's that? Another one of the folks in the trailer park. Old guy named Grafton. Is he the one I fucked over? He lives in the blue trailer all by himself. Spends way too much time by the campfire. Back in his prime, he was some sort of premier mechanic or so, I've heard. Honestly, don't know much more than that. But if anyone can get us what we need, it's him. I actually know who you're talking about. We met on the way into town. Oh, well then, I guess this'll be a piece of cake. See, the plan's coming together like a real good thing. The way I see it, we'll have the keys back within a week. Alright, let me write all this down so I can keep it straight. Now, it's going to take some time to get everything, so don't dilly-dally on it. I know you're not interested in staying here too long. Right, we got to move on eventually. Speaking of getting a move on, I'm due back at church. Cara, you be good. Minx, guess come and find me at the church tomorrow and we can start on that list. You be good, darling. You too, sweetheart. Well, I'm about to finish my food. Would you say we go sit outside a minute before I've got to get back to work? Sure, lead the way. It was really nice getting to meet you, Minx. Yeah, you too. Mark talks a lot about you. I think you mean a lot to him. Oh, I've gathered that. It's kind of weird because the times with me he treasures I was too young to remember. Right now it feels like I'm meeting him for the first time. To get you in a little secret, it feels about the same for him too. He knew you as a baby, but here he is getting to know you as a real person. I'm surprised you two are getting along as well as you are, considering that. Well, he's done a lot for me so far. I mean, without him, I might not make it to San Verdano in time. Yes, he mentioned you're on a strict timeline. I just don't want you pushing him around or taking advantage of his generosity, alright? I wouldn't dream of it. I know, you seem perfectly gracious. It's just that I'm really starting to get worried about this race. I know Mark's got faith in you and his old car and everything, but it all seems so risky. I mean, what if someone gets hurt? What if someone gets killed? You really think that could happen? I don't know. Maybe. The real question should be, is it worth the risk finding out? What other What other option do we have, though? We already shook on it? I don't think there's any other way out of this city. If you've got some brilliant plan, by all means let me know. Well, I did have one idea, but I know Mark wouldn't like it. What are you talking about? Well, Stan's always had a bit of a thing for me. He's always making comments and going about how I've wasted days... I can't talk, guys. About how I'm wasted dating a preacher. Of course, I always brush him off, but he's convinced I harbour some secret desire for him. If I were to go into the shop and distract him for a while, do you think you could take care of his car? You mean mess with the engine or something? I mean cut the brakes. Stand and fix the engine with no trouble. That'll just delay the inevitable. Cutting the brakes, on the other hand, you might not notice until it's too late. You can't be serious, can you? I mean, what if he gets hurt or something? So what if he does? You'll get what you want, Mark will get his car back, and I'll have one less weirdo stalking me. Sounds like the pros outweigh the cons on this one to me. I guess you're right, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on this one a bit. Mark would be pretty disappointed to hear how low we stooped, even if it was for the greater good. Well, luckily, I don't give a damn about Stan, so I'm ready whenever you are. Just come and find me when you're ready to do it, and we can go from there. I'll be hanging around Mark's trailer in the mornings before I head off to work in the afternoons, so come see me then. Alright, I'll remember that. Well, I guess I better get going. Break time's over. It was good talking to you, Minx. Yeah, you too. There we go, night on the 12th. Well, I'm going to head to the strip club and see if they can need me as a bouncer for money, but I'm actually going to end this video here. What do you think I should do? Should I cut the guy's brakes and sabotage the car, or should I get the car parked honestly? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you really soon, Minx. Thanks, bye for now.